Hello, welcome back Halftime TV viewers and subscribers to another special episode. And today we have a big show for you guys because we'll be talking about Super Bowl 57. Earlier on this week, we saw LeBron James, King James as some call him, break the scoring record in the NBA. That record has been held by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar since 1987, somewhere thereabout. But it was a special occasion for LeBron James, and today we'll be talking about Super Bowl 57 because it's the first Super Bowl to feature two black quarterbacks going up against each other. So it's a special Black History Month so far, and I'll be going into that and more a little bit later down in the show. But before I go any further, big shout out to the sponsors, Quick Link Shipping and RS Sports Store. Quick Link Shipping, anything you need whatsoever shipped into the island, they have you covered. Now, I had my notebook, wrote down some pointers because I realized that the Super Bowl was coming up, and some of my Jamaican friends who usually don't talk about American football, and yes, I say American football because as a Jamaican, we call football, the actual game that you know, that game that you play that you actually kick the ball 90% of the time. Yes, that's what we call football. But nonetheless, not taking anything away from the NFL, I decided to write down some pointers, right? 5, as a matter of fact. I wrote down 5 pointers as to why my Jamaican friends and colleagues will be watching the Super Bowl come this Sunday. And I'm pretty sure you will agree with me with the pointers that I have. But if you don't agree, please feel free to leave your pointers down in the comment section. All right, so I have my notebook here and I have 5 pointers on here. Now, pointer number 5. So we'll go from 5 to 1. All right. So pointer number 5, it will be on all the television stations. All right. Now, Jamaica, predominantly American cable stations we have in Jamaica right now. And as a result, on Sunday, all the stations will have the Super Bowl. So even if you wanted to get away from it, you basically don't have an option. Right. So that's reason number 5. Reason number 4. The adverts, or the advertisements as some call it. I think folks spend a whole lot of money, especially in the United States when it comes on to the Super Bowl. We have Doritos, we have Pepsi, we have Jake from State Farm or State Farm. They usually spend a whole lot of money to get those ads in when it comes down to the Super Bowl. And most of those ads, 9 out of 10 times, they're a hit, because the millions and millions of dollars that they spend on these ads to get the airtime during Super Bowl, which is prime time. And America has what, 370 million people. I think the global audience for the Super Bowl is somewhere maybe 350 million thereabout, and that's globally. So I think getting all those eyes, which are predominantly US eyes, watching the Super Bowl, you want to get your advertisements in there as well. Usually they're very fun. So the Super Bowl is known for advertisements, and that is my reason number 4 why Jamaicans will be watching. Number 3, we have a lot of Jamaicans who are trying to be Americans as well, right? And I say that not even mincing my words. They forget 9 out of 10 times that they're Jamaicans, and they're so tied up in the American way of life, in the American everything, the food that they eat, how they carry themselves, how they dress, everything is heavily reliant on US pop culture. And I think that's number 3, my 3rd reason why Jamaicans will be tuning in to the Super Bowl. Reason number 2, to criticize, yes, to criticize and compare with European or the actual football. I think on Sunday, a lot of folks will be watching the Super Bowl for the first time. They'll be saying, but this is not football. Why are they calling it the football? Why them people are calling it football? This is not football. This is closer to rugby than to actual football. And even if it's football, why do they spend so much time with the ball in their hands? It should be called handball. So Jamaicans will be criticizing the Super Bowl on Sunday. That's reason number 2 that I think a lot of Jamaicans will be tuning in to the Super Bowl. And now we've gone through 4 of the 5 reasons that I think the Jamaicans will be tuning in, or my Jamaican counterparts or friends will be tuning into Super Bowl this weekend. And reason number 1 is the halftime show. I think Jamaica, along with 95% of the world that's not the United States, will be tuning into the halftime show for Rihanna, but it's Riri. But not only for Riri, but most times the halftime show is what folks are interested in. It's usually very entertaining. I think European football, they were planning on putting in something similar for the Champions League final or for the World Cup final, where at halftime you have all this extravagant fireworks and the lights and the celebration and the dancing and the music, all of that, just to make the experience a little bit more memorable. And I think Rihanna, having not performed in so long, she'll be up for a big task, and I'm pretty sure she'll be able to maneuver this one. She's a fantastic performer. She's done big shows before. We saw what Beyonce did, what Bruno Mars did. We saw J-Lo. So many memorable halftime moments. And again, this is halftime TV. So what better person or what better place to hear the details on the Super Bowl halftime show than here? But I think 95% of the world will be tuning in to the Super Bowl on Sunday because of the halftime show, and Rihanna is the performer that will be taking the stage. Remember, Jamaica adopted Rihanna, so she's representing Jamaica as well. So there you have it, folks. The 5 reasons why I think Jamaicans will be tuning in to NFL 57 or Super Bowl 57, I should say. We have Jalen Hurts against Patrick Mahomes. 2 black quarterbacks for the first time in the history of the NFL. They'll go head to head on Sunday. But again, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think are the reasons Jamaicans will be tuning into Super Bowl 57? Leave those thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't done so as yet, subscribe to Halftime TV and smash the like button on this video. Until next time.